Over the course of about a month, I booked about 73 musicians for about 14 concerts, and I chose from only two kinds of people. And I think sharing with you the two kinds of people that I chose might be instructive for people who are wanting to have more gigs. So that's what this video is about. I lead two jazz concert series down here in Florida, and plus some other gigs came in at the same time. And so I ended up spending time booking all these musicians in about the span of about a month or so. And like I said, I only hired two kinds of people. But before I get into the two kinds of people that I hired, I want to take a moment to explain where someone like me who's booking lots of shows is coming from when we're choosing people. Booking shows is not the same as being a hired musician. That's kind of a mistake that I made early on in my career. Is I kind of thought that they were similar, but they're entirely different. The first thing is when you're booking the show yourself, you built that business relationship. And so because of that, you've got a different kind of investment. You built that relationship and you want that relationship to last. You want that relationship to build more and more trust so that they'll keep coming back to you to keep doing that thing that you do so well. Second, your name is probably on the show. So like when my band Mosaic plays, it's billed as Paul Gavin and Mosaic. This weekend on Saturday, my quartet is playing at a local arts organization. It's the Paul Gavin Quartet. That's my name on that show. And so since my name is on the show, I've got a different investment than the people that I've hired. I'm concerned about what it's going to say for my brand. The way the show goes is going to say a lot about my brand. It's going to affect my brand. And so I'm interested in excellent quality. I'm interested in a very exciting show. I'm interested in it sounding together and put together. And I'm invested in those things well beyond just the impact of that gig itself. It's a part of my brand. And I want my brand to be something particular. And then third, you're probably leading the gig. And so you're ultimately responsible for everything that happens on the bandstand and off the bandstand with the musicians that you hire. And so really what you're looking for is you're looking for an amazing show on the stage and you're looking for low to zero stress off the stage. And so as a band leader, those are the things that I'm thinking about for when I hire people. And so that's my mindset as a band leader when I'm doing hiring and booking. Now let's talk about those two kinds of people that I hired. I only hired two kinds of people. The first one, people who I've played with before, who were really professional and were able to do the job. That's the first group of people I hired. Here's the second group of people I hired. People who were recommended by people who I have played with, who did a good job and were professional. Those are the only two kinds of people that I hired. People that I've played with that made me happy, and people recommended by people who I've played with that made me happy. Let me tell you two people that I didn't hire, which might conflict a little bit with the networking advice that you might get as a musician. I did not hire people who came to my gigs and gave me business cards or gave me copies of their CDs. I didn't hire anyone that did that. And I didn't hire people that I met at a jam session or at a networking event. I don't have anything against that kind of thing, but those are not the kind of people that I want to take a big risk on. These concerts that I do, they are concerts for a seated audience that is paying good ticket money, and the event is the music. That's just not the kind of thing that I'm going to take a risk on a stranger for. I've got to either have a recommendation from a trusted source or it's got to be someone that I trust already. And so, your best business card isn't made of paper. Your best business card is not your CD. It's not your website. It's not your social media. Those things are all good and those things help. But your best business card is not made of paper. Your best business card is the last gig you played with somebody, and your other best business card is someone who is trusted saying that you are something that someone who's booking can trust. And so I wanted to share that with you because I thought it might be helpful, perhaps even instructive. For those of you that are looking to have more gigs, what's the takeaway? Be amazing. Always be amazing. Consistently amazing. So that every time your name comes up, it's, yeah, that's the person. That's the person who I want to hire. Or, yeah, that's the person you should hire for your gig. Always be consistently amazing. All right, y'all. I think that covers it for this one. If you got any questions, let me know. Bye, y'all. Blessings.